hope nga Ma'am Erna is happy and together with our Lord Jesus Christ.
Ma'am Erna, rest in peace. Kaya I know you're happy right now. And we are grieved upon your demise. Pero we are happy nga you suffered no more.
Siguro panahon na po ni Ma'am Erna nga naka-relax siya no kay naman siya na kuan yung sakit and then nakuan siya sa kaning COVID. So kuan lang nga wala gid siya ka say goodbye. So ano mo na
it's just a big loss. Ang Ginoo nagkuha niya early. She was not able to say goodbye to everybody because it was such a sudden, kalit lang nawala ba. I mean, we did not expect that. Hope that she's with the Lord. Ngayon na siya pabutang karon. I think
her friendship, her dedication sa trabaho, and her friendship to Anne. And most likely siguro karon nagkita na sila. They're both in heaven right now. So, Ma'am Erna, wherever you are right now, I wish you na you're happy wherever you're right now. And I know happy yun ka kay magkita na mo si Mumbana. Dahil man Mumbana daga una nimo. So, Ma'am Erna, travel safe. And I pray also that you will experience always good health wherever you are right now.
Well, I have known PARPO Erna since 2013 when I first came to Cebu as the newly designated Assistant Regional Director of this region. He was the PARPO 1 of Cebu Province. What struck me about PARPO Erna, she has a very good work ethic, and although I did not stay long in Cebu, she left an impression upon me that she is somebody who can be relied on to do a particular job, whatever is assigned to her. So when I came back to Region 7, I immediately sought her for designation. I immediately asked that she be designated as the PARPO 2 of Cebu Province, and I really knew that I could rely on her to do the job that I was about to make her do in Cebu. And true enough, PARPO Erna really delivered the dual job that she was doing. These are two difficult jobs, but she was able to juggle it very well. So PARPO Erna really delivered. But you know, on the lighter side, PARPO Erna never shy away from a red horse, no? That was her favorite drink. So wherever we are at the state of wanting to relax, no, from the hectic things that we're doing, she never fails to amaze me by downing, at the very least, I think about 2 bottles of red horse. I can only manage one, you know. The red horse is such a strong drink, no, even for me. But she never drinks any other beer except red horse. She was the red horse girl of province of Cebu. With respect to her passing, I was so surprised when I was informed that she already passed. For PARPO Erna, I will miss the company, I will miss the friendship, I will miss our talks, I will miss the company very much, no? And she got married to a waray-waray just like me, so she knew about perhaps my temperament and the way I do things. That's why even if she feels that she was already getting the end of the short stick, she would never complain to me, although she keeps complaining to Jude Lee about how strict I am with her. But that is really how it was with PARPO Erna and I, no? And she knew that I had so much trust in her that I feel she is really a big loss to this department and a big loss to DAR Region 7. But I know that wherever she is happy now with her husband, Concord, and maybe right now they are also sharing a bottle or 2 of that favorite red horse. So for the family of PARPO Erna, your mom lived a full life. She was a good woman. She was an exemplary public servant, and I'm so happy to have met her. But I am also so sad that I have lost her at this stage of her career, no? She could have done more, but I think it is better for her to be where she is now, because there is no more pain for her, and she is now in the hands of our Father, she is now happy where she is. For Paro Erna, I will miss you and I will miss the friendship that we've had, but you are now in a better place. Thank you for everything that you have been to me and for all of us here in Region 7, in DAR Region 7.
Good afternoon, everyone. Before anything else, I'd like to extend my thanks for your show of love and support of my mother, Varinia B. Fabillar, also known as Erna, as you celebrate her existence with us today. I say celebrate in this time of mourning because Mommy deserves to be remembered with love in our hearts and smiles on our faces. Death is always associated with grief and immense sorrow. However, my mother was a very religious woman, and it had one time explained to me how Daddy's state of death was actually his birthday in heaven. On her final days, when she had to have an oxygen tank by her bedside to help her breathe, I've almost always seen her call out to the Lord and pray for her well-being. She would oftentimes question why the Lord had made her suffer so much, and I would have the same thoughts as well. Now, I've realized that He might have prepared her for her time to enter His kingdom and to be with Him in eternal joy. Religious or not, there's some kind of comfort that comes with the thought that she's up there now with Daddy, in a serene and beautiful place, most probably catching up on what he had missed over cups of coffee. Mommy was also the most passionate with her work. She was never the type of mom to spend most of her time at home because half of her heart belongs at the office. It wasn't necessarily a bad thing though, even for me as her family, as her daughter. And that's mainly because of two reasons. First, she's never failed to make us feel that she's always there for us. And second, I've always seen it as something that makes her happy and fulfilled. The sincerity that comes out of her voice when she expresses her contentment and excitement in service for the province's farmers is something that will always stick out for me when I think of her. She was too humble to admit it, but she was the hero to many. To those who felt like their voices couldn't be heard, and to those who felt like there was no one that could help them. And imagine, on top of all of this, she had to be both a father and a mother to 5 children and run a business every single day. Normally, when a parent is that busy, you'd think they'd fail in at least 1 or 2 departments. But Mommy, she succeeded beautifully in all of them. When I think of her and her fighting spirit, it makes me want to be as amazing as the woman she was in every aspect of life. The most important thing I'd like to share about her today, to those who love her and have been loved by her, is that she fought every millisecond until her very last breath. To be honest, I think that's what makes it so hard for all of us right now, is that this is the truth that we all have to face. A future without Mommy, a future without Erna. This was the last kind of probable outcome that I thought of because of how much of a fighter she was in her lifetime. She lost a husband, took care of 5 children alone, ran a business, took on a position in the government that had countless of responsibilities, and was even diagnosed with cancer that only promised her limited years of life. Yet, she would still come at home to me at night and ask about how I was doing. If I had eaten my lunch, if I had enough money for a day at school, if I had all my needs at home. The priest had told us about how the love we receive from our loved ones is almost the same to that of Jesus' love. And I honestly believe but that was the closest thing I had to experiencing it in this life. Our Mommy, our Erna, was an outstanding career woman and an ever so loving mother. Although it pains me to deliver a eulogy in her honor, what gives me a bit of comfort is that she will be remembered with so much joy, respect, admiration, and love. Hours before she passed, she got to hear her and Dad's favorite song. I guess now she's hearing it and enjoying it together with him now. Once again, on behalf of my family, I'd like to express my heartfelt thank you to everyone who've taken the time to be with us right now in celebration of the life of Varinia, of Mommy. I'm sure she would have extended her heartfelt gratitude as well.
Daghan kayong salamat sa inyong pagsuporta sa programa. Baliko namo, dili malungtaron ang programa sa DAR o dili mo